Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the government shutdown drags into its 8th day with no deal in sight, and millions of Americans could soon see their health insurance premiums double. Plus, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is warning against National Guard deployment in the state, and changes could be coming to how Escanaba uses its gas utility funds. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP. This is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, good evening. Another beautiful day, but not quite as warm as we'd like.
Yeah, good evening, Kevin. We do have to start transitioning into that fall time weather. Again, we were spoiled last week with those above average temperatures, and it does look a lot nicer than it actually is. It's a bit chilled, but we do have sunshine on our 19 News downtown Marquette sky cam, but sunshine for everyone this evening. Temperatures a bit chilled into the 50s, mid 50s, lower 50s for the most part for everyone for tonight. We will dip down to the 40s. There is still a little bit of the frost advisories and the freeze warnings. I'll let you know where, and we'll also take a look at your holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. After another failed vote in the Senate today, the federal government remains shut down for an 8th day, and there's still no deal in sight. Both parties are blaming the other for the stalemate, which is now tied to a heated fight over Affordable Care Act or Obamacare subsidies. WZMQ Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has the latest and breaks down the debate over health care.
On Wednesday, the Senate failed to advance dueling short-term funding bills, one proposed by Republicans and the other by Democrats. For the 6th time, neither proposal received the 60 votes needed to break the stalemate. Republicans are urging Democrats to back their proposal without any additional spending.
What they've tried to do is hijack this to get $1.5 trillion in new spending.
But Democrats say they're standing firm on protecting enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies, enacted under the Biden administration's emergency COVID relief to help millions afford insurance. Failing to renew the subsidies could double premiums for ACA marketplace enrollees, according to the nonpartisan research group KFF. For many Americans without employer coverage or who are self-employed, Obamacare remains one of the few affordable health insurance options.
We can and must do both. It's not an either or. End the shutdown and protect Americans' health care. It's not a choice. Republicans don't have to make it one.
The Biden-era subsidies made the program more popular than ever, with 24 million people currently enrolled.
Part of what's going on is that increased enrollment is actually an increase in improper enrollees, fraud, and people who aren't using the benefit at all. This was a temporary expansion of a program that should be allowed to fall back to its pre-pandemic levels.
Democrats want to permanently extend the boosted subsidies, but Director of Tax Policy Studies at the Cato Institute, Adam Michel, warns it would add billions to the deficit while lining the pockets of insurance companies.
They distort markets, they are a direct subsidy to insurance companies, and they paper over broader problems in our healthcare markets.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is speaking out against what she calls the weaponization of the military. Following Attorney General Bondi's Senate hearing and as the Trump administration deploys National Guard troops into several U.S. cities, Nessel is raising red flags. She says the move is unconstitutional and fears it could soon extend to Detroit. She says violent crime is down in Michigan and there's no justification for federal troops on city streets.
When they are deployed to do other things, then they're not available for the things that we really need them for and that they were already trained to do.
Nessel adds her office is prepared to challenge any federal attempt to deploy the Guard without the governor's consent. We'll have more from Michigan's Attorney General tonight at 11:10 Central. November 4th is an election day, and rather than asking voters to approve new funding, the city of Escanaba is asking them to change how certain funding is used. In 1965, voters decided to restrict interest made on gas utility proceeds to capital improvements. The city manager says in recent years, the interest earned has not kept up with inflation, making the fund ineffective. Now the city wants to put that money towards unfunded pension liabilities.
The pension fund should earn a higher rate of return over time and should relieve some of this generational inequity. This would be taking funds from many years ago to help pay for that unfunded cost today. This will hopefully accelerate that payoff and lessen that burden a little bit.
Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons will have more details on the ballot proposal tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast with Kelly Rowland is after the break. She'll let us know if we're warming up anytime soon. And the UP 200 Dryland Dash returns this weekend. We're talking with a kennel owner about what goes into preparing for the races. We're back in 2 minutes.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We are slowly but surely making our way through the week. Halfway through, temperatures right now, this is comfortable for some, but this is definitely on the chilly side. 50 degrees for us in Marquette, 55 for Escanaba, 53 for Ironwood. We do have fairly high pressure in control, so things will remain calm really for the next few days. But unfortunately, it is Friday where we're going to be tracking some of the showers and storms on the way. But for today, 53 degrees. That's just a little bit, just 3 degrees below average, so a bit chilled but fairly seasonal for us. No record breaking and no rain for us for today. Now we do have a freeze warning. This is all the way out to the Sault Ste. Marie area though, so things will still be cold for tonight. It just doesn't quite reach the frost advisory or freeze warning criteria for most of us. But on this chance of frost graphic, there still is a decent, most of it is that low chance. We do have a 50-50 chance of seeing some frost, especially inland if you're not right along the water there. Temperatures could still get around 32 degrees for tonight. But this is a look at your Doppler max. Minimal cloud cover. We are seeing lots of sunshine, but it's chilly sunshine. That will carry into your Thursday. Really not looking at much for Thursday. We might still have some increasing clouds for tomorrow, just kind of waiting this. So this is a low pressure system. You'll see the counterclockwise circulation here. So your Friday morning likely to have some showers and a few isolated rumbles of thunder, and we'll continue to track it as it moves across just north of us, but it will bring in some rain and it will bring those northern winds into effect, so dropping us just a little bit more too for the weekend. It's not going to be 80 degrees that summertime weekend. It will be a true fall-like weekend. And with that being said, your football forecast, it will be on the chilly side. You might want the blanket. You might want a windbreaker. It will be breezy with this front that will be moving through. But again, not too bad. Near 60 degrees for these games. Hopefully most of the rain will hold off, and if there is some, hopefully it is brief at that moment. Still a few days out. I'll update you as we get closer. But beyond Friday, we do have a holiday weekend ahead. Your Saturday Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Columbus Day, also Indigenous Peoples Day. Clearing skies on Saturday. We might have a leftover raindrop or two for the morning, but Sunday looking beautiful. Sunny skies, highs into the mid-60s, so that's a little bit mild for you. And a few drops on your Monday, mid-60s, but overall a solid A. Weekend ahead, and we'll take you really quickly down to Tropical Storm Jerry. That's still just kind of hanging out into the open waters, tropical storm, and we will update you on the path as it gets closer to the Lesser Antilles, Greater Antilles. There are tropical storm warnings for the northern portions of the Leeward Islands. Just letting you know in case you have any family or friends there. But we are nice and quiet for tomorrow. I'll track a few showers for you to take you into the weekend. We should clear most of it out for your Saturday, Sunday looking beautiful. Columbus Day, maybe a few showers, but we do settle back in to a little bit of a dry period after that with temperatures into the mid-50s.
Kelly, thanks again. This weekend kicks off the mushing season with the UP 200 Dryland Dash. Our own Andrew Hands visited with a kennel owner to talk about her dogs running in the race and the commitment it takes to raise them.
Top of the Hill Huskies is a kennel run by Diane Gagliano and her daughter Amelia, hailing from Phelps, Wisconsin. Together they train and house close to 50 Siberian Huskies year-round. The kennel has been racing its dogs for 15 years, beginning many of their 7-month seasons with the UP 200 Dryland Dash.
We love going up to that race. It's our favorite. It's only 2 hours from here, so that's really nice. The course is really fun. It's through the woods, has little hills.
The upcoming races are each 2 to 4 mile sprints. Teams of 1, 2, 4, or 6 dogs and their mushers will utilize wheeled rigs. As the races are much shorter and diverse, they hold an opportunity for new or smaller teams to get involved.
The reason Dryland took off so much is because people have just 4 dogs, and then they could do 2 dogs in the scooter class, 2 dogs in the bike class. Sometimes you can repeat the dogs and go in a cart class.
Diane says the effort that goes into caring for a kennel any size takes a lot of love and a lot of time.
It's borderline crazy because we used to show horses and I thought that was hard work, but that was a breeze compared to sled dogs. They need your attention at least 3 times a day. You want to brush them, pet them, care for them, scoop their poop, train them, feed them, of course. So it's a major life commitment.
Following the race in Negaunee from October 21st through the 26th, the first ever U.S. hosted World Championships for dryland racing will be held in Minocqua, Wisconsin. A team of Siberians from Top of the Hill Huskies will be taking part in that race with plans to run the UP 200 Dryland Dash in preparation.
This year, Ann Small is running 4 of my dogs in the World Championships, and she'll be trying them out at the UP 200 Dash first. And then Amelia will be running 6 dogs.
The Dryland Dash will start at the Negaunee Township Hall on Saturday at 9 a.m. and will continue through Sunday.
Lucky loves to run. Run, 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 run.
Reporting in Phelps, Wisconsin, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
Coming up next on Insights, UPAWS is celebrating 50 years of serving Marquette County. We'll hear about the event they're holding this weekend to mark the occasion when we come back.
WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. This month marks the 50th anniversary of the Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter in Gwynn, and UPAWS is inviting the community to join the celebration. Here with the details is Shelter Fundraising Coordinator Nicole DeWald-Swenson. Nicole, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so how are we recognizing the 50th anniversary this weekend?
Well, 50 is a very big historical marker. That's a lot of years, a lot of decades even. So we are going to be having an open house in our new facility, which is only 5 years old. We're going to be doing tours, and then we're also going to be having a anniversary cake, some snacks, and then some door prizes.
All right, excellent. Sounds like a great way to celebrate 50 years. Nicole, tell us more about these prizes. I'm sure a lot of people want to know about that.
Well, a lot of the prizes are gifts that we've gotten from local sponsors like Mares Eat Oats. And then we also are going to be raffling off a Paws Park Pass. And that is a pass to, we have a fenced-in area at the facility, and you can let your dogs loose in that facility, and you can meet other dogs, and it's just a really nice, safe place for dogs to stretch their legs. And we're offering a Paws Park Pass as part of our... And then
Bit of a tongue twister.
Yes. And then we also have a kitty cat basket.
All right.
So we can't leave the cats out.
Absolutely not. All right, Nicole, and 50 years, just tell us how big of a milestone this is for UPAWS.
It's interesting to look back at the history. I mean, two facilities, they built two facilities for animals here in Marquette County.
Right.
And the new facility is extravagant. We have heated floors for the dog kennels. There's a special HVAC unit in the cat area. We have a wonderful community room, and that's where we'll be having our celebration. We also have a horse stable, so it's a horse rescue as well. And then we have our Paws Park, and not to mention there's, I don't know, a couple miles of trails around the facility. So when we walk dogs, they are being walked on trails.
All right, excellent. Can you tell us more about just the work UPAWS does on a daily basis?
Yeah, so we take in strays or loose dogs. It's a holding facility for that, and then they can be returned to their owners. We also have cats, dogs. We have some rats.
I used to have some rats. They're not bad.
I have a friend named Mary, and she's a rat, and she's nice. And we also have rabbits and some parakeets. Oh, and fish.
And fish, all right. Sounds like you got almost the whole animal kingdom. Nicole, we should probably tell people when and where the event is this weekend.
Yes, so the event is on Sunday, August 12th, and it's from noon to 3. So we'll be doing just tours throughout the day, and we're inviting everybody and anybody that would like to come see the facility. And we just really appreciate the community for supporting UPAWS through the years, 50 years.
50 years.
That's super special that a nonprofit has been supported here in this community for 50 years.
Just how much support do you guys receive from the community, would you say?
Well, part of my job is events and fundraising. So just from what I know, being new at UPAWS, is that we do 4 huge fundraisers a year, and one of them is Strut Your Mutt. We have Raise the Woof, which is a comedy show that's coming up in January.
Right.
And then we have a Paws for Cause gala, and then a golf outing in the summer called Tee Up for Tails. And that's how we do a lot of our local fundraising. Then we also do things with donors, other special events and things like that.
Excellent. All right, Nicole, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming on. Hoping for a big turnout at the 50th anniversary open house. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Tomorrow, we're talking with Visit Keweenaw about the Wolf's Head Film Festival coming up later this month. That conversation is only on 19 News Insights. When we come back after this, we find out what animal Northern Scales Reptiles is bringing on today. It's October, so we're going to be sticking with a spooky theme. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Mic check, mic check.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back to you, Easton. So, is it true? Are we sticking with the spooky theme for this month?
Kinda. I mean, so this is Tabasco. He is a red monster bearded dragon. I thought he'd be interesting to have on because of his name, of his physical features he has going on here.
Mm-hmm.
He also kind of looks like he came from really spooky places, all those red demon colors he's got going on.
Yeah, I might agree with that. So tell us how he's different from what maybe most people think of as a bearded dragon.
So when you see a bearded dragon, usually they're like a tannish yellow color. They'll still have this white belly that he has. But Tabasco here is way more rare, or I shouldn't say more rare than them. They're all special, but he has a little unique coloration with his little top scales we got going here. So instead of having the yellow or tan, he actually has this dark red, orange, and crimson color through him, which is his new genetic type, which has been labeled red monster. He has some other stuff going on with them too, but this is just kind of like hair color for them. Like I have brown hair, some people might have blonde hair. It's their physical traits from their genetics that have kind of added up over time.
Gotcha. All right. So how big do these things get?
So right now Tabasco is around 10 months old. So they go from being about yay big at like a month to 2 months, and they keep on growing, and 8 months later they get this big. He's not done growing yet though. He will get around a foot to foot and a half long full grown, so they get pretty big. They need around 75 gallons of space to actually thrive. That's probably the minimum I'd say for these guys.
Gotcha. And bearded dragons are definitely a popular lizard for people to grab.
Absolutely.
So what do you think makes them so popular?
Probably the name. A lot of people hear dragon and like, oh my gosh, dragon, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, I gotta get one. That and the golden retriever personality that they have. They're pretty relaxed. They'll usually sit here. Even for a younger one right now, Tabasco's actually way more relaxed than they usually are. They're pretty cuddly. You can get them to kind of like sit on your shoulder while you're walking around, or they'll watch TV with you. Their omnivorous diet's also really good because they can eat insects, veggies, and fruits. Fruits are like a sweet treat. Insects and veggies, though, are alternated back and forth throughout their diet, throughout the care that they get.
Gotcha. All right. So does this guy have any special skills at all?
In the wild ones will sleep standing up.
Okay.
They can run on their hind legs up to 9 miles per hour, which is not the quickest lizard ever, but he can pretty much keep up with a human. They're also venomous.
Okay, tell us about that.
So they have this venom that's related to rattlesnake venom. Not the exact same thing, but it's related through, it has the same makeup. But basically, with their venom though, we have no idea what it does because I've been bit by dozens of them. Because you get an animal, dog or cat, they're gonna nip you once or twice.
Sure.
Golden retriever personality, they might mistake my finger for a bug. But I've never had anything happen to me. No one else has. No animals in the wild have. So at the moment, they have useless venom. Just no effect at all.
Gotcha. Is it so? It comes from like a bite or something like that?
Yep. So if you were to bite me right now, it's just kind of like in a saliva, kind of like a Komodo dragon. They have little venom glands that kind of produce small amounts of it that just filter in there. I'm not super educated on it, but as far as I've been educated and seen, no effect at all. But they do have the venom. It's definitely there because there's an extra, it's not just saliva in there. There's something else inhabiting it.
Gotcha. And you mentioned to me off screen something about acid.
Oh yeah, so if you've ever watched the movie Holes from, I'm gonna probably get the date wrong, 1980s, 1990s, the main lizard they use in there, I don't remember the name of it in the movie, but they use bearded dragons as the model for it.
Okay.
Bearded dragons don't actually spit acid. I've been asked that question a couple of times. They also cannot unalive you, I should say, because in the movie they mention that a lot, like, oh, one bite and you're 6 feet under. Well,
yeah.
Tabasco bites me, it's nothing.
Gotcha. I think it was like a yellow spotted lizard or something.
Yeah, like yellow spotted or yellow spotted spitter or something.
Yeah.
Definitely go watch the movie though. It's a good little watch there.
For sure. Definitely a classic. Easton, thank you so much for coming in as always. Can't wait to see what you have next week.
Oh yeah.
All right, and we'll be right back with the final look at weather after this.
And a final look at your forecast. We have plenty of sunshine, really not much going on the radar, but we do see that sun on our 19 News sky cam. And temperatures for tonight will dip down to the 30s for most of us. We'll hang on to the 40s for us here in Marquette, but we could see some areas get to that sub-freezing, maybe even some upper 20s, not as bad last night. But the chill continues, a few scattered showers for your Friday, but overall your holiday weekend looking beautiful, and I'll have another update on your forecast later tonight.
Sounds good, Kelly. Now, before we end the show, a message from some special UP visitors.
Catch the Wienermobile tomorrow night on 19 News.
We can't wait to catch up with you, Marquette. Woo!
Join us tomorrow for a tour of the world-famous Wienermobile. That's it for now, everyone. We'll see you later tonight.